I was starting to read the psychoanalysts, and I really got interested in what they had to say, partly from reading Freud, because I was really interested in his analysis of family dynamics and of dreams, but more particularly from reading Jung. And one of the things I learned from Jung, which really has never ceased to shock me, was his, see, he basically made a point, and the point was that you're not master in your own house, that there are forces that are operating on you at an unconscious level that determine, for example, the direction of your attention. So, for example, you know how sometimes you'll read something and it'll really grip you, and then you'll read something else and you can't even concentrate on it. And you might say, well, I need to concentrate on this boring thing, you know, because an exam depends on it or a promotion, and there's just no damn way. You're reading it and your attention flits all over the place, and you know, you're undisciplined and all that. But then you have this other thing and it just grips you like this, and you think, okay, well, what's doing that? It's not your will, because your will would be the thing that would allow you to concentrate on whatever you chose to concentrate on. It's something underneath your will that's actually directing your attention. And you could say, well, it's random, but of course it's not. It's maybe random if you have a serious case of schizophrenia, and I think in some sense that's actually the definition of schizophrenia, but it's not random if you're a functioning human being. The thing that grips your attention and directs it to one place or another is something that's, well, it's a deep instinct. It's a manifestation of what Jung called the self, which is a very interesting idea. So Jung thought, it's such a cool idea, he thought that the mechanism that directed your attention in the present was your future self attempting to manifest itself in the present world. So you might say, well, you have a potential, and that potential is what you could be in time. And in order for that potential to manifest itself, it has to be palpable in the present. And the way that instinct for further development manifests itself in the present is by directing your attention towards things that are likely to increase your competence and further your growth right now. And that's just an unbelievable idea. You know, it's like your potential better self beckoning to you in the present. Amazing. And I really can't think of a better explanation for it than that. That's a really good explanation, but a very frightening one, because it means in some sense that something as fundamental as your attention is more or less controlled by processes that are so deep that you don't have a tremendous amount of voluntary control over them. Like, you can interact with the forces to some degree, but you know, you're not one of those creatures that can just tell yourself what to do. Life would be really easy if that's what it was like, right? Well, it's time to go to the gym 3 days a week, 2 hours a day. It's like, you know, you're Superman in 2 years, and you're going to eat properly, and you know, you're not going to drink too much, and you're not going to take cocaine, and all of these things. You just tell yourself that, and bang, you quit. And it's kind of weird that it isn't that way, but it's really seriously not that way.